Welcome to the Talkin Texas Rangers podcast. I am your host, Larry Leese. Today we're diving into the news around Globe Life Field. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Game Time, sponsoring this episode. If you're looking for the best place to get tickets to your next Rangers game, come check out Game Time. Use the link in the description and help support the show. And we'd also like to thank Poddex for sponsoring this episode. If you're a podcaster looking to grow your engagement and get a bigger audience, consider checking out Poddex today at poddex.com and use the promo code Larry21 for 10% off your order. And now let's get right into it. So week 16 has come. The Texas Rangers had another one of those weeks that you want to forget. The team got swept once again by the Baltimore Orioles this week with ex-Rangers Jordan Lyles, Rugnan Odor, and Robinson Chirinos all contributing. Because, of course. Not everything was bad about this week, though. The Rangers did take last weekend's series against the Angels. Also, a lot of action down in the minor league system. We had some career nights by some of the top pitchers in the organization and deserving promotions for some prospects. So let's dive in and, of course, check out who's hot and who's not in this week's report. So starting off, we're going to go with Jack Leiter, Cole Riggins, and Cole Winn. All were hot this week. Let's start off with the guy that will be facing off against the White Sox on Thursday, Cole Riggins. It was announced on Twitter Wednesday that he would be promoted to the Rangers and made his debut. In the minors, Jack Leiter had a good outing this week. In 5.2 innings, he only allowed 2 hits, a run, and struck out 4. Fellow righty Cole Winn couldn't sit out of this pitching performance contest in the minor leagues. In 5 of his own innings at AAA, he allowed just 1 hit and struck out 9 batters. Winn was just dominant on the mound for the Express. All I have to say after this pitching is that the Rangers are loaded with guys who could pitch very shortly. Next up, Aaron Zavala and Luis Angel Acuna. 2 prospects got a very well-deserved promotion this week. Zavala and Acuna were promoted to the Rough Riders, and neither wasted any time making an introduction to the fans. Aaron Zavala was a player I mentioned that could get fast-tracked through the Rangers system before the season started. Glad to see Texas agrees and sent him to Frisco. If you live out in the North Texas area, try to go to one of the Rough Riders' last games this season to see this player in action. Next up, Spencer Howard. Howard joins a list of past Rangers to win a game on their birthday. Howard pitched 5 innings, allowing 3 hits and striking out 5 batters. What was even more amazing about Howard's outing was he didn't walk a single batter and outdueled all-star Shohei Ohtani. Unfortunately, we got to address who's not hot, and that would be the Rangers' offense. It would be nice to get some offense going so our starting pitcher's great outing doesn't get wasted. On Tuesday, the Rangers made former Texas pitcher Lyles look like he belonged on the American League All-Star roster. On Wednesday, the Rangers waited Mark Perez's amazing 9 punch-out outing by not deciding to start scoring runs until the 7th inning. If Texas wants to make one last push towards making a wildcard spot, they can't afford to have off days on offense moving forward. So, the Texas Rangers are beginning a away series against the Houston Astros starting tonight and going to the 11th. Let us know in the comments section below. Is there somebody that we should have considered to be hot and someone we should be considered not hot? Let us know. And as always, give us a thumbs up if you like our video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification button to be notified of future videos. And next up, we have Texas Ranger prospects. Help is on the way as big names are progressing. Last Friday, the Texas Rangers played the Chicago White Sox in Game 2 of a 4-game series at Globe Life Field. Glenn Otto took the mound for the Rangers in this one and pitched a solid outing as he was able to control the White Sox offense for the majority of the game. Prior to this outing, Otto came into the game by going 4-7 with a 5.5 ERA and 57 strikeouts on the season. Obviously not the type of performance that you want to have during the course of the season. During the game, Otto was able to keep the White Sox offense limited as he went 6 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 walk while striking out 7 on 97 pitches, 65 for strikes, as the Rangers fell 2-1 to the White Sox in yet another 1-run loss. I'm pretty sure everyone is tired of the 1-run losses the Texas Rangers keep piling on in the season, but let's face it, they aren't anywhere near in contention for a playoff spot, so they should allow others a chance to get a taste of the big leagues to see what they can provide for the team. We've already seen a couple of debuts of the season, including Ezekiel Duran, Josh Smith, among others. Most recently, the Rangers called up Bubba Thompson and Cole Reagans to see what they can provide for the team. In Reagan's first career start, he pitched a solid outing for the Rangers as he went 5 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 run, 0 earned runs, and 4 walks while striking out 3 on 93 pitches. In Thompson's first ever game in the big leagues, he went 1 for 3 as he picked up his first career hit on a bunt in the 7th inning. Thompson played in Friday's game in which he went 1 for 4 but picked up 2 stolen bases in the 2-1 loss. The future is bright for the Texas Rangers, despite this season not going the way everyone expected it to go. But you have to be hopeful about what Texas is doing. The Rangers drafted Josh Jung in 2019, the following year. They drafted Jack Leiter, and the year after that, in 2021, they drafted Kumar Rocker and Brock Porter. The Rangers are absolutely loaded with talent in the farm system. Most notably, Aaron Zavala has been catching fire on the Frisco Rough Riders as he has been playing some good baseball lately. He's been gaining some traction in terms of who fans want to see be called up next. Top position player and prospect Josh Jung is slowly but surely working himself back onto the field as he recovers from his surgery. Jung has been playing baseball in the Arizona Complex League and hit a home run in his 7th game of the season. If Jung can finish the rest of the season healthy, then we will most likely see him at Globe Life Field next season. Jack Leiter is currently in Double-A with the Frisco Rough Riders and is trying to finish his first professional season. Leiter pitched Friday against the Amarillo Sod Poodles. In the game, Leiter started the game really well by picking up 3 quick strikeouts in 3 innings. However, things got a little bumpy for him as the hits, runs, and walks started to pile up. Leiter would finish the game by going 5 innings, allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts on 89 pitches, as the Rough Riders won 6-5 for their 6th straight win. So far in the season, in 17 games pitched, Leiter is 3-8 with a 5.77 ERA, striking out 72 in 64 innings pitched. Not the type of numbers that we were accustomed to seeing while he was at Vanderbilt, but he's developing with each start in Frisco. We'll most likely see Leiter at Globe Life Field sometime in 2023. Think about the players that I just mentioned, and there's plenty of more prospects that are playing well and having a good season in the Rangers farm system that I didn't include. The Rangers are loaded with talent. The Rangers have one of the best farm systems in baseball, and again, that's without Kumar Rocker and Brock Porter, who they just drafted. Help is on the way. You have to be really excited to see what the Rangers have done in the past couple of seasons. Yes, it's tough watching them struggle. Yes, it's miserable seeing them lose so many 1-run games. But the Rangers will get better, and they will be back soon. They'll be the Rangers that were competing for the division, winning playoff games, series, etc. The Rangers will get through this season, and they will go into the offseason looking to be aggressive and improve their roster, specifically pitching, while potentially earning yet another solid first-round pick for next year's MLB draft. The pain and misery will soon be over, but progress is clearly being made to correct that. The Rangers are in a good position with a loaded farm system and with money to spend in free agency, but the most intriguing thing is that they are a young team. The Rangers are in a better position than a lot of other teams right now, even though it doesn't seem like it. You have to feel better about the future of the Texas Rangers because all we have to do is get through the miserable season healthy. Soon, this team will be back to where they once were, competing for a playoff spot. Let us know your thoughts on the status of the Rangers farm system. Leave a comment in the comments section below. And now on to our next topic. Bubba Thompson. Bubba Thompson is off to a fast start. Just 2 games into his big league career, the 2017 first-round selection in the Rangers is making an impact with his legs. This should come as no surprise because in 80 games for AAA Round Rock, he swiped 49 bags while only being caught 3 times. In his major league debut on Thursday at home against the White Sox, the 24-year-old picked up his first major league hit on a bunt back to the pitcher in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The bunt wasn't a great one, but he was able to fly down the line in only 3.62 seconds, beating the late second baseman Josh Harrison to the bag. The scamper down the line ranked as the 5th fastest by any major league all season. Making the sprint even more notable is the fact that Thompson bats and throws right-handed, and thus was coming out of the right side of the batter's box, having to travel slightly further to first than his left-handed counterparts. In Friday's home game against the White Sox, Thompson got to flash his speed even more. In the bottom half of the 2nd, the left fielder was able to get a base hit up the middle off AL Cy Young contender Dylan Cease. With the kind of wheels that Thompson has, all eyes were on the base runner. Bubba drew 2 pickoff moves by Cease and a throw behind him from Sox pitcher Zavala. Despite the extra attention when the stolen bases was ultimately attempted, he got there easily. After reaching second base, Cease faked a move to second to try and keep Thompson close to the bag. Later in the 6th inning, while patrolling left field, Thompson got a great jump on a ball in front of him and made a sliding catch. Globe left field has some serious ground to cover in the outfield, but with the likes of Bubba in left and Leody Taveras in center, it seems to play a bit smaller. Facing reliever Joe Kelly in the 7th inning, Thompson hit a ground ball to second baseman Harrison. The ball had some decent pace on it, but it was evident that Harrison was charging hard toward the ball in an attempt to throw out the quick-footed Thompson. The result was a booted ball. E4 and Bubba was again standing on first base. 2 more pickoff moves by Kelly, and on 3-1 to Brad Miller took to the races. Yet again, he made it to second base in plenty of time to get the steal. Unfortunately, he was stranded there, but Rangers fans can't help but be excited at the prospects of Thompson being able to get himself in scoring position all on his own. 2 games into an MLB career are probably too soon to start talking about franchise records, but in Thompson's case, it is worth mentioning. The franchise record for stolen bases in a season is 52, held by Bump Wills in 1978. Elvis Andrus holds the franchise record for most stolen bases in a career with 305. Bubba has 2 in his first 2 games. Thompson can hit and play defense too, but so far it is clear that his sheer speed is going to constantly put pressure on opposing teams. If he can remain on track, there is little doubt that the club's stolen base records will someday be his. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think about Bubba Thompson? Do you think he'll be able to break that franchise record for stolen bases? Let us know in the comments section below. And now on to a rather interesting topic. Former Texas Ranger Ronald Guzman is attempting to be the next Shohei Ohtani. Things didn't work out for Ronald Guzman as a member of the Texas Rangers, but maybe they will for him as a player in the Yankees organization. Guzman signed to a minor league deal by the Yankees this past winter and has yet to appear in a big league game since a devastating knee injury he suffered during a game between the Texas Rangers and Tampa Bay Rays. The last image of him as a Ranger was his exit on a cart that evening, a somber one to be sure. It wasn't the tenure Guzman or Texas envisioned. He had a strong spring training to win a roster spot in 2021, despite the team trading for Nathaniel Lowe. But now, Guzman is looking to reinvent himself as the next Shohei Ohtani? Yep, you heard that right. There's already a nickname for him too, Guzmani. Guzman's career OPS 718 is actually not too bad, but his career OPS of 86 paints the more important picture. He just hasn't arrived yet with the bat, but maybe pitching can revitalize his career? Hitting 96 miles per hour on the radar gun is impressive for any pitcher, let alone a position player who plays a position where arm strength doesn't matter all that much. Guzman clearly has a hidden cannon. There are position players who have reincarnated as pitchers late in their careers. Think Anthony Ghosts. There's also those with the talent to hit and pitch. Think of Ohtani, but also Red Star Hunter Green and the Rays Brendan McKay. If Guzman can refine his mechanics to become anywhere close to decent as a pitcher, perhaps the Yankees could have something here in a poor man's version of the superstar they failed to land in Ohtani. He's going to have to discover his stroke again to even begin serious comparisons, though. On the Texas Rangers end, there was a path to clear playing time for Condor after his injury. So all there is to do is wish him the best as he attempts to blaze a new path back to the big leagues. Let us know in the comment section below. Do you think Guzman could be anything close to Ohtani? And before we move on, please hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell notification button to be notified of future videos. And if you want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/TTRangers. Your support helps the channel grow, upgrade our equipment, bring in new hosts, and be able to pay them. And hopefully one day take this show on the road. Your support can help make that happen. So buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/TTRangers. You can send us $1, $5, however much money you'd like to send the show. Your support is very appreciated. We thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you next time.